It's 2013 and we're still alive. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about. I know I promised my friend that I would do books that I have, but considering I have a whole ton of books, that would take a very long time. So I took 17 of my favorite books. Now, note, some of these may be in a series, and I'm going to tell you about them. So, I'm going to start with this one. This is Darkness Falls. It is the second in the series. The first one's called Immortal Beloved, and it's about these like witches and stuff. And it starts out this one, she's bad, and goes to this like rehab center, and she starts to become good again, and then there's this guy there from her past, and they kind of have a fling, but then they try not to do it because he was bad. But I recommend reading this one if you like that type of stuff. According to Publishers Weekly, a strong, distinctive voice and wonderfully realized perspective on the joys and horrors of history. It's kind of historical, too, that's right. So that's the first one in this list. That one doesn't count because I'm in the process of reading it. Ooh! Is it gonna topple? No. Okay. Then, this is the Raptures series. The Fallen series from Lauren Kate. I like this series a lot, especially because there's the whole thing between good versus evil and reincarnation, but I don't want to give away the ending. See, that's one thing I hate about people who read series and then they do like a review of the last book in the series. They give away the ending, so I hate that. But I do like the series. I don't plan on reading The Fallen in Love because it's just stupid, a waste of money in my opinion, but who knows. But yeah. Good series. I finished it, so I put the bookmark back in the front. Next we have Do You Know That I Love You? It's about this lead singer. His name is Jordan, and he's in a band, but he's gay. And nobody knows it. But then Ralph is this little farm boy from Kansas or does it say where he's from? It doesn't really give you a synopsis on the back of the book, but he's from like I'm not sure where it takes place, but he lives on a farm. And it's an independently published thing. It's a really good book. I love this book. I read it a long time ago, and I just had to buy it because I just love it so much. But, it's, Indiana, there we go. On the back it says, Mark Roeder is quickly establishing himself as the writer for the gay and questioning teens. And Do You Know That I Love You? Ralph, a young gay teen living on a farm in Indiana, has an aching crush on a rock star and wants nothing more than to see his idol in concert. Meanwhile, Jordan, the rock star, is lonely and sometimes confused with his success because all he wants is someone to love him and feels he will never find the love he craves. In a series of scenes that bring the two boys together accidentally, Roeder keeps you on the edge of your seat. Will Ralph ever see Jordan again? Or is this just a one-time meeting that will never be repeated? I love this book. And you know what the thing I like about it also is that it switches point of views. So, like, and the chapters aren't that long either. See, here's Ralph's point of view, and his best friend, Chris, knows that he's gay. And the whole thing with Phantom, that's the band that Jordan's in, has a song, Do You Know That I Love You, and that's the whole thing. And then it goes to Jordan, and it was only, 3 to 8, 5 pages for Ralph, and it's really not that, it's a quick read. So if you want, like, one of those sweet kind of romance stories, but not the sickening, disgusting kind, like my friend Christina, she hates that. I bumped her a book and she's like, it was too dirty. Like, she didn't say it like that, but it had a lot of raunchy sex scenes in it. So I recommend this book for her. She could probably get it at her library. But it was such a good book. I read it almost every week. Next, The Name of the Star. It's based off of Jack the Ripper. So I thought that was cool. But it's present day. Yeah, it's present day, and it just mimics Jack the Ripper. I thought it was really good. I'm going to reread this because when I read it in the beginning of my senior year, that was almost a year ago, I don't remember much of it, but I do remember that I did like it. Next, now this is the fifth one, but it's kind of like the fifth one because it's a graphic comic book novel. But the first four are let's see if it lists. It's blue is for nightmares, white is for magic, silver is for secrets, and red is for remembrance. It follows this girl named Stacy, and she has these dreams that lead her. They're like premonitions. If you ever read Premonitions by Judy Blume, but I can't remember what her pseudonym was, but it's basically like that. And in the first one, she has to save her best friend, and the second one, she thinks she's in love with her boyfriend, but she's really in love with this other guy, and she's gonna die. In the third one, they go on a trip, and she's gonna die again. And in the fourth one, they go off to college. And in this one, it's kind of after what happens with the college, but I'm not gonna ruin it because, like I said, I hate when people ruin it. But yeah, another series I recommend. Next, another one of those clean romances. Heaven. It's a trilogy. It was Halo, Hades, Heaven. In the first one, angels come down into Earth to kind of bring goodness back, and an angel falls for a human. In the second one, she gets abducted and taken into hell by a demon who lured her there, disguised as somebody else. And in the third one, they go away, they elope and go away, and stuff happens, and I'm not going to ruin the ending. Another good series, Alexandra Ordinetto. Next, we have Die For Me. This was a good book. I have a dress like this. Amy Plumb Bob. I remember loving this when I read it. It was kind of weird, like they're in love. I love this quote though. Unable or the love to die, for love is immortality. Emily Dickinson. I love that quote. But it's weird. I can't describe this one, but it was really good. There are these people who, I guess you could call them they call themselves reanimators, because then they sleep for like a month, and you think that they're dead, but then they come back and then they save people, and it's really good. Next one, Forgotten. It is a mind-bending experience that personally I devoured in one sitting. I was staying after school on a final day to wait for my friend because she was coming over to my house, and I have to admit, this is Kat Patrick's first book, and it still haunts me. She has, what the girl has, her name is London. She has it's weird. She has like short-term memory loss, but it's not. She has like short-term memory loss, but it comes from the future. She can only remember things that are going to happen to her, and it's not even like remembering. And she falls in love with somebody, and it's really weird. And every night she writes down in this little notepad by her bed, she writes down like this one, 10:14 Thursday outfit. School, what she has to do for school, and then that. And then it goes into the chapter, but she writes it down. So it was good. I liked it. Now, if you're into horror for teens, I might do. Let's see see how many chapters is this one. This book's 292 pages. But keep an eye out. I might do a reading of this, like my story time with Risa. Gail Giles. I think I'm going to do a reading of this. I mean, I don't think that's illegal, is it? Yeah, I'm going to do a reading of this. I'm going to start this one and do a reading of this. If you guys have any books that from the list that I've mentioned, if you wanted me to do a reading, I'll do a reading of it. I'll be like, I'll do like maybe 4 or 5 chapters. It depends. I'll text my friend and ask her if she thinks I should do that. But I'm gonna start that with this one. Next, we have Revolution. She goes back in time to the French Revolution. And she has to... It's weird because it's her, but it's not her. And she meets these composers and people who have influenced her. And she has to save Louis the 14th? It's very historical. I got my friend this for Christmas. Now, this is the 5th book, as you can tell, because it's just perfect fifths. And it's about this girl, and it follows her from high school to college to real life and her romantic endeavors. It's a good book. 2, 4, 6 more. My all-time favorite book, A Long Fatal Love Chase by Louisa May Alcott. This might be another one that I do, because this has chapters, so I can do like... So this has... ...24 chapters. It's really good. It was published in 1991, but Louisa May Alcott wrote it. It was just too raunchy and everything. Well, not even raunchy. It was too risque for her time period, so it wasn't published until the 90s. I did a book report on this. It was really good. Now, everybody knows the movie Beastly came out. The one that starred Vanessa Hudgens and Alex Pefferty, whatever the hell his name is. Now, that author, Alex Flynn, wrote variations of modern fairy tales. She did Beastly, and this one, oh, what is this? Oh my god. Oh, my friend. She wrote, there's this song I was obsessed with in high school. And it's Let Me Down Easy by the 2 a.m. Club. And she, oh my god, she made the bookmark for me. I forgot about that. Oh, that's so sweet. I found that. And it's like Sleeping Beauty. A Kiss in Time. Very good. Only love can break the curse. Talia fell under a spell. Jack broke the curse. It's really good. This is another recommendation. And following with like the thing, we have Meg Cabot, Avalon High, with the whole reincarnation of King Arthur and the court and William Magna. She knows not what the curse may be, and so weaveth steadily, and little other care has she, the Lady of Shalott, Alfred Lord Tennyson, which is what this is based off of. It's really good. Now, this author, I chose this book because I figured it fit a situation of mine. And the author is Julian Peters. she does a lot of writing for, like, again, like, the Do You Know That I Love You, with the whole Define Normal, Keeping You a Secret, Pretend You Love Me. Those. She's another gay author. And she's just Define Normal. I wrote a poem about it for a sophomore English. But yeah, I recommend this author. I love this book. It's about a lesbian couple, but she can't love. Like, her parents are... It's really weird. Her parents aren't happy with her being a lesbian once they find out, and her best friend's just like her best friend but won't love her back. And now it's another one of my favorite authors. I have every book she ever wrote, and I also have the ones that were published in only the UK. Sandra Dessen. Her most recent book is What Happened to Goodbye, and her other books are, let's see if there's a list. I'll tell you the order I read them. Just Listen, Truth About Forever, This Lullaby, Keeping the Moon, Someone Like You, That Summer, Dreamland, Lock and Key, Along for the Ride, What Happened to Goodbye, and then, where is it? Last Chance. That's the British publication one. This one is about a girl who moves around a lot, and every time she moves, she makes fake Facebook pages, but they're just her different identities, and she never wants anyone to find out, and she's just like, here she's a prep, here she's a jock, here she's a goth, here she's a drama geek, and I'm using the term geek loosely. How? And it's all, what this is all about is this is all, like, real life things. Like, This Lullaby, she gets raped by her best friend's boyfriend and nobody believes her. And Lock and Key, she goes to live with her sister who had left but promised she was going to come back for her because the mother was a drug addict. This Lullaby, her dad was a musician and he left her, and she hates this one song, and there's this band that's always covering it. They're all romance, but they're sweet romances. And then this is probably going to be one of the most popular movies to come out, but I'm not going to go see it. Yeah! The Immortal Instruments. City of Lost Souls. It's City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass. City of Angels, City of Lost Souls. Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, Clockwork Princess is coming out. I pre-ordered it. I have it. I don't remember. And it's just like these demon hunters, but they're called shadow hunters. And it's a weird book, but it's a good weird book. Love, blood, betrayal, revenge. Darkness threats to claim the shadow hunters in the harrowing 5th book of the Mortal Instruments series. Must read. Okay, so yeah. I'm gonna upload the first portion of Dark Song tonight. Keep an eye out for it. Bye, guys.